a legend in his own right.
Pope cannot say it any better. This guy is not just a legend in his own right.
You want to talk about a guy who does not age?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we were talking about aging earlier.
He does not.
Jerry Lynn is a guy that looks no older than 1995. This is the same Jerry Lynn. I don't know what his secret is, but by God, I mean,
I think his secret is that early in his career, he just looked really freaking old.
maybe that's
And prematurely, and they just stayed. He plateaued.
if anybody looks at him and doesn't recognize him as a legend, then I think they need to get their
No,
eyes.
he was great. His matches with Rob Van Dam were legendary.
He is legendary. So you got to give Jerry Lynn his prop. I had the opportunity to see him a couple of times, and I got to tell you, he took me to the limit.
He brings the best out in every opponent.
Absolutely. And he took Pope to school. You know, he took Pope to school back in Pope early.
And now I have a question. His opponents. Now, because of the last whole Bandito thing, are you going to call his opponent Vampiro?
His opponent is Vampiro.
Okay.
Vampiro.
Okay.
My God, it's Vampiro. He's a guardian angel. It's Vampiro. Vampiro.
Very excited, Commissioner Pope.
I haven't seen this guy. You know what's going on with him? He's been reformed. What's going on? Wow.
He's got a lot of guardian angels with him.
I mean, seriously, someone that's as evil as him, and he need guardian angels?
Now, for a lot of people outside the wrestling world who may not understand the legend, what can you say about Vampiro, as you're calling him?
Well, you know, I mean, Vampiro is huge over in Mexico. This guy's a legend over there. The guy made a big name for himself over in the States, but you got to look at him and you got to wonder, you know, what is this? Vampiro, the guardian angel? By God, I bet Big Bubba is somewhere throwing his what do you call those hats?
Which hat with
Tams?
They're called Tams?
I guess.
Well, I'm sure he's doing Big Bubba proud.
You know, I can tell you something.
There he is, Vampiro.
Vampiro, also the king of reinvention.
Bless his heart. I don't know if I want a guardian angel guarding me if he can't even guard himself when jumping off of a ring. Did you see that one black guardian angel guy? I can say black because I'm black, but don't you say it. He jumped off the ring and he during there crippled himself. Is that the type of angel you want watching over you?
I would think Vampiro might be better off on his own, but he's true to it. He's wearing his guardian angel shirt. He's not new to it. He's true to it. And by the way, Jerry Lynn,
think about Vamp.
I hate to say, I paused. This guy looks to be in incredible shape.
Vamp.
Again, that's something that, you know, Jerry Lynn is, you know, this is no secret to the wrestling world. I mean, he's in his mid-40s, if not tipping it. So, I mean, you think Jerry Lynn and then Pope thinks Michael Jackson again. It's like, wow. You know, if these guys have so successfully done what Michael couldn't do, and that's naturally stay young.
Staying young without any sort of weird sleeping chamber. Well, here we go. A couple of legends locking up.
Leave the chamber out of this, pal.
You know, you gotta think, Vamp has reinvented himself so many times. You know, he had a whole music career down in Mexico, very successfully, a film career, a television career, you know, an acting career. He changed his style several times with wrestling.
You may not be used to this word, but you know what you call that? You call that a hustler. You understand what I'm saying? That's a hustler, daddy. You know, when you come from the streets of Harlem, New York, you know about that stuff. But apparently, you're somewhere from Greenwich, Connecticut or somewhere where you always was raised from 3 years old wearing 5-piece suits that cost $12 from the Salvation Army or the Goodwill store. But Vampiro is a hustler. And, you know, he's always known how to reinvent himself. He always knows how to stay current. And he always knows how to dabble in other endeavors to make himself stay relevant to the game.
Well, and here we go. More technical.
Did you see that, Peter? Pope shut him up. Pope shut Steve up. He had nothing to say. Hopefully he listened and he learned.
There's a first time for everything, my friend.
The Pope is the only man who can do such a thing. And again, we're getting another exhibition in incredible.
I don't want to wind up like Brian Young, so I'm just shutting up.
Brian Young got a lecture from the Pope and actually came out and may have been even worse, Pope. What the hell happened there?
Well, maybe Pope was a little too hard on him. I didn't want to scare the kid, but, you know, just like I told, I think he did the right thing, though. He counted 3, but he realized that, you know, the guy's shoulder came up. You know, some guys are still young and they're still learning their craft, and obviously he needs a little more work. But, you know, given the right training and guidance from some of the guys that's been around a little longer than him, You know, maybe you need to go and pay Earl Hebner a couple of $100 a week or something.
Hair doesn't take much with Earl Hebner.
Doesn't take much with Earl Hebner. Just ask Bret Hart.
Just ask Bret Hart. Exactly right. And there we go. Another stop. As
A
they stare
sign
each
of
other down.
respect from
Jerry
these
Lynn and
fans.
Vampiro.
What I'm seeing here is a more mature, and I don't know if you guys agree or not, but it's like I'm watching a veteran Vampiro, a more mature Vampiro. No face paint, you know, no cheap tactics, you know, and we all know Vampiro can get dirty with the best of them. So I don't know what to think of this right now.
So far, very, very straightforward. Well, hold on. Just as you said, he can get dirty with the best of them. There he goes, shoving the referee.
Well, you know, who knows? What's the Guardian Angels? You know, were the Guardian Angels good enough to actually get through to Vampiro and have him to have a change of ways? Or is this just a front? Is this a cover-up? Is Vampiro still the Vampiro that we remember from the XPWs, from the WCW days, from all of his Mexico days? You know, is this the same Vampiro? You know, we've always seen Vampiro with face paint on, but is he truly wearing a mask right now?
You're saying that might not be Vampiro's face, but it's actually like a face-off situation. He could maybe pull that right off.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when he has to listen to what Pope is saying.
I apologize, Pope.
When he is in the face paint, maybe that is the real Vampiro.
Oh, aha.
You understand what I'm saying? Maybe this Vampiro is actually, in his mind, his face paint.
My God, that was deep, Pope.
You understand? It's very deep, Daddy. It's kind of like the Joker. Go back to the Joker, Batman, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, the OG Batman, going back to Michael Keaton, the classic, the 90s.
You know what I'm saying? When he had his regular face on, that was actually his mask. But his real face was actually that green and white with the red. You understand? It's a little tricky.
Yeah, I'm going to work on this.
Just think about it.
I'm going to think about it and talk to you next PWS show. I'll figure it out by then.
We
Vampiro.
discussed it at the after party.
We're gonna
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Steve. You're gonna be there, right?
I'm ready. I set my alarm and everything.
All right, set his alarm. 4 a.m.
I'll sleep in the car.
Sleep in the car
Get there.
and snooze. Then we'll meet you right at 4.
All right, I'll be ready.
Gonna be perfect, Steve.
I'll be the only sober one. It'll be great.
All right, nice.
The party will be jumping, Daddy, when you get there.
It'll be perfect. Right on time. Pope, how many ladies you gonna have by 4 a.m.?
Oh, Daddy, about 4 a.m. Pope will be on his plane head.
Pope's gonna be gone. Pope might be gone by 4 a.m., kids. And now Vampiro looked like he needs to catch a little bit of a breather, but Jerry Lynn's not going to give it to him. And again, this is where the shape that Jerry Lynn is in is a factor. This guy could wrestle 20, 30 minutes right now, easily.
Maybe you should have went and took a dump earlier, because now, man, you're really talking like you're a broadcaster.
I think.
Now you sound like the commentator that I know you to be, man.
Thank you. I went to broadcast journalism school. I'm on the #1 station in the #1 market. But who knew it would be that dump down on the commode that would really get me where I needed to be?
It was a true eye-opener, if not a nose opener, and whatever the case was, it worked, Daddy.
I know what it was, I think. He's been carrying me all night, and so the extra weight, because I put on a little weight since ECW days, he's been carrying me all night, and that's what it is.
Steve, you're a legend.
There it is. But new to the commentating, I'm not afraid to admit it.
We're having a blast here tonight. What do you got, Pope?
Well, you know, I just want to say that right now, if you notice, the fans are sitting and they're watching more like the exhibition that they've been wanting to get. They're just observing what's going on. And you got to know that this is different. It's not what they've seen earlier. You know, this is more of a pick your moment match. This is a moment where, you know, two legends are in the ring and they're not going to get the high flying action that they've seen out of these young guys. They're not going to get off top of the balconies. But what they're going to see is wear down tactics, pick and choose your moment, the right spot, and then capitalize on it.
This is also about the level of respect that these fans have for both these guys.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not about you know, pitting good versus evil. These guys have both been to the dance for a long time.
Now, hold on, my cell phones are on that table, Vampiro. Well, no respect for my cell phones, Pope. Here we go. And now, hold on, our table's been pulled away. And my God, what the Pope? Get over here. I didn't know you needed a cane. Also, my God. Pope has moved out of the way as our table's been pulled out of the way. My God, the action continues. Head to the turnbuckle for Jerry Lynn.
Oh, no, I've seen this before.
Be careful there, Pope. Be careful there. I know your shoulder's bad. Nowhere is safe. Yeah, this floor is not forgiving. We just got to stay out of the way as this match seems to be going everywhere. And my mic only has so much give. And you notice, Pope, I want you to notice something. You notice when the action picks up, Steve is nowhere to be found. He disappears.
You know, like I say, Steve is one of those guys that's been guarded all his life. You know what I'm saying? He still lives in his mom's basement. You know.
Now, hold on, Pope. You also said earlier you didn't think this was going to be any sort of street fight. Here they are, 30 feet from the ring, off in the bleachers.
No offense, Pope, but you know, in the original ECW, I sat at ringside and had more guys go through tables right in front of me. I know when the signs are there, and I know when to bail, because you know what? I saw everybody go through tables inches in front of me, and you know what? I'm too old for that again.
Like Danny Glover, he's too old for this age.
Pope got to give you your credit, man. However, you're a true coward in my presence, and that's just that. There's no excuse for it.
High cross body off of the bleachers.
You know, the fans now are looking like they can't believe this. You know,
Vampiro.
Well, we expected this to be a technical wrestling
exactly.
match.
I think the fans right now are very shocked. It's not something that they expected to see between these two highly regarded legends.
And now you see all the way to the back of the arena goes Vampiro and Jerry Lynn.
Pope wouldn't be surprised if he saw a slam dunk. I mean,
there are baskets everywhere.
Seriously.
You never know. Hold on. My God. Oh my God. Trash can being thrown. Tables being thrown. What are we seeing?
Vampiro, in case the viewing audience didn't just see it, took a garbage can and projected it. I mean, he just threw it with all his might right on top of Jerry Lynn's head.
And I saw Vampiro earlier. He seemed rather genteel. Not so much.
I'm wondering, gentlemen, you know, we're still standing. Should we sit down?
I feel like I'm part of the action standing up now. As everyone in the arena, in the PWS arena, has stood up, although our table's back, trying to get things under control. Vampiro has some choice words for the referee and some of the fans. And the Guardian Angels clearing space. Now you understand why he has those Guardian Angels. Oh my God, they're coming back right around this way, all the way around the arena.
If you really want the scoop, Daddy, from what I've heard, you know, and Pope has very reliable sources, this is more for just his protection or clearing of the spaces inside of the wrestling arena. Anytime he's on the U.S. side, you know, it's been known that Vampiro likes to have a little protection with him.
I did not know that. This is one of the things I love about having the commissioner, the Pope. And by the way, Steve, before this whole night's done, you're going to have to get a nice little picture of me and the Pope on commentary. Oh, my God. My God. Hold on. Watch out, Pope. Watch out, Pope. Watch out, Pope. Watch out, Pope.
All right, gentlemen.
Be careful now. Be careful now. Hold on now, Pope. Watch out, Pope. Pope, out of the way, Pope. And my broadcast partner, the Pope, finds himself in some trouble. These guys are not messing around. Pope, you all right? He may have hurt his shoulder running there a little bit. It has been an eventful night. Hold on. Nothing if not an eventful evening. And now Jerry Lynn and Vampiro back in the ring. There's a bite from Jerry Lynn.
Last time I saw someone run that fast around the ring, it was Elizabeth running from George Steele.
Yeah, my God.
My God, you were hightailing it, man.
Oh, gee, he's right now, Pope, is, you know, this has really been a very exciting, a very wild night, a very unpredictable night, and I just don't think Pope needs to be that close, with the exception of one, AJ, I have no class styles. I don't need to be that close to the action.
No, he's already got a bad shoulder.
Especially with these two crazy guys, man. I mean, we're talking about legends, but look at what's going on.
These are legends who are getting, they're
Jerry
trading
Lynn
shots.
has Jerry Lynn been busted open?
Pope, you know, standing with the Pope is a rare occasion, kids.
Jerry Lynn has been busted open in the mouth.
Oh, yeah, he sure has. He's busted wide open. And where's the ref? Oh, no.
You know, I am so sick of this guy. But you know what?
And there's the cover, but there's no ref. And now Reality Check comes in to wake up the ref. 2 count. And 3.
That's a 3 count.
And Jerry Lynn gets it done. The new World Heavyweight Champion. What is it? Danny DeMonto's not talking trash to the Pope. That couldn't be possible. People seem to be taking advantage of the fact that you're in a brace right now.
Yeah.